Good morning, traders. Welcome back to the Everyday Growth Advisors live stream. I hope you're having a great morning. It is a excellent morning. I welcome all of you guys to the Everyday Growth Advisors live stream, where we break down the news for you so you don't have to do it yourself. Be a part of the Everyday Growth Advisors tribe, because we're here for you every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and beyond. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning. How are you guys doing today? What's up, our gamers? Melissa, Devin, Azucena, X Mars Spot. What's up, Evelyn, Santos, Jacob, Sebly. What up? What up? Good morning. Nice to have you guys back here. Hope you guys are, drinking your coffee while I'm sipping on my green tea here. 9:30 p.m. here in Singapore, where we are breaking down the markets for you. Today we are going to be doing the intrinsic valuation of Amazon. Yep, Amazon did drop. That is very accurate, as the Democrats are projected to win the Senate. Reason being so that people always believe that when Democrats take the House, then regulation starts to take place. And we know when regulation starts to take place, then the internet companies are the ones that will be first targeted for regulation. Antitrust and this and that, and all the rules that are supposed to be set up are usually set up by Democrats because they are pro-regulation. Republicans are anti-regulation, and so that's what's going on. In other news, who remembers this little thing that we've been talking about for the past, 4 weeks? I don't know. It might have been somebody in the live stream. I don't know who it was. Does anyone remember who has been talking about SPX and the fact that they have been, all over the place this year, and how they are definitely going to contribute to the bottom line of the investment banks? I don't know. Who was it, guys? Can somebody remind me who this was? I'm kind of forgetting here. I'm not sure who it was. Guys, we have been talking about this for 4 whole weeks. I have been talking about how SPACs have been on the rise and how that's going to translate to bottom line growth for all the so-called banks. And check it out. Front page today on Wall Street Journal. 2020 SPAC boom lifted Wall Street's biggest banks, right? And obviously, upon reading the news, you'll see a lot of and remember, we've been talking about XLF here for a while now. Talk about XLF here, and look at how XLF has performed ever since we called it out. Really beautiful, from this nice little target that we had all the way up to our target right now, and pre-market at 29.73. Of course, financials are mooning, right? Why? Because everybody's starting to realize that financials and energy are the 2 things that we should be concentrating on. And boom, energy and financials are up year to date. And these, mark my words, will be the best performing sectors of 2021, in my opinion. Of course, I'll be putting out a 2021 report, so stay tuned. In the process of writing that one, and I'm going to be covering all the secular trends that will be facing this year, and all the things to watch out for, all the important news that you should be following in terms of secular trends, in terms of AI, in terms of financials, in terms of energy, in terms of all of the energy companies that you should be watching, and also EVs. I'll be covering China. I'll be covering the Democratic leadership. A lot of things to be covered in that report. It's going to be a pretty lengthy report, about 10 to 12 pages, I would say. And so stay tuned for that. I will be putting that out FOC for everybody on the EGA tribe. You know it. It's going to come FOC as part of the playbook. So if you haven't joined the Discord yet, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. We now have a total of, 11, 29, 40, and 44. 44 members here in our Discord community. I hope that you guys, would consider checking us out. We have a whole bunch of, things that we can provide you for value. Not to mention live trading sessions every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pre-market updates, post-market updates, a daily snipe list that we post on a daily basis, a playbook which we post every week, and then also monthly. And then technical analysis, where we provide fundamental analysis, and obviously trades throughout the day, as well as a very, very nice group of people who are willing to learn together with you. So if you are not part of the EGA tribe yet, I'm not sure what you're waiting for. You should join us. Not to mention, we have bots that will provide you much more value than any other Discord group. I have carefully curated these bots. These potential setup bots here are freaking fire. The EGA scanner is off the chart. Guaranteed. dark pools, stock bots, whatever you need, we have it. Especially our tweet flow channel, which is my favorite addition to the entire Discord, which tracks the top people that I like following. Office hours every single day, 24 hours. We don't do no office hours for 1 hour a day. My office hours are 24 hours a day. Okay, a confession chat where you can talk and be canny about anything and have some feedback and have some validation on what you're doing. Trade recaps, profits and losses, because we don't just believe in posting profits. A library for a whole bunch of trading material, almost 5 gigabytes worth of data, and of course, basic videos that you can follow and join and just be a part of, okay? Lots of things here, guys. Too much value. I swear. I mean, for the subscription you're paying, I think, you know, we're going to be adding more things on throughout the year, but I have to mention this a couple of times, you know, at least once a week, so that people who are joining know about us. Great, great, great. Now, if you're wondering how to sign up for the Discord community, I have pinned the website onto this chat. It's learncompoundgrow.com/Discord chat room, which is this webpage right here. Make sure that you click on the monthly or the yearly, whichever you want. And these are all the things that we offer in the Discord chat room. Feel free to have a look at it. And if you want to join, join. We'll see you there on the trading floor. Okay, we'll be going through Amazon's intrinsic valuation, but there are a couple of things that we need to go through first. Let's see here. First things first, yesterday there was a lot of bullish flow, almost some $1 million on Enphase Energy, and pre-market this thing is up 180 something. And you know, the funny thing is, I literally posted this on the Discord yesterday. Right before I went to bed, I posted this here. Literally posted this here. Huge betting on Enphase Energy with FAR OTM strikes, and I highlighted that yesterday. And I was saying, this looks a little too sketch. And true enough, pre-market, this thing is up, and it's mooning. It's up 5% pre-market. Well, sorry, 7% pre-market. Up $13. I should have taken my own trade. Anyway, I have some great news, guys. My TD Ameritrade account has finally been approved. After months, it has finally been approved, and I just funded it with $10,000 so that we can finally do these live trading sessions together. Now, it's only going to have its options enabled on Monday. So I hope that by Monday we can start trading with this account. I'm not going to be touching anything on this account for now, but no accounts, nothing open here. We'll be using this account to do day trades and be managing this account throughout the year. And then from the earnings of this account, we are going to be putting them into passive investments. I'll show you how to manage a $10,000 portfolio from start of this year to the end of this year, okay? As I have been doing for many, many years. So if you want to be a part of the process, I'm definitely not going to be sharing this process on the live stream. It's going to be part of our Discord community. So follow the journey every single day as we take trades together on the live trading sessions. You can literally be trading with me from start to finish this year if you want it. It's all a part of you. Guaranteed that you'll be making your money back. I mean, majority of the people who joined in the first day made their membership back in a single day, right? By playing Roku puts and playing Apple puts with us that day. Yesterday we didn't trade much because there weren't that many setups, but people still made some money. So every single time that, you know, people come through, I try to call out the best possible options. And I'm saying, you know, obviously it's not a sure win-win thing, but majority of the time we make money together, okay? And that's what this is about. It's about teaching you how to fish, not giving you the fish, okay? It's about showing you what I'm thinking, how I'm thinking, where I'm thinking, and let you do the rest of it. And I'll obviously give you the guidance on how to do so, okay? So, back to the news. On Bloomberg here, Beijing sends stark message to Biden with Hong Kong crackdown. Okay, Democrat Senate bid hangs in balance after first Georgia win. Okay, Treasury yields reaching 1%. Nasdaq futures tumbled. The reason why tech is selling off is because of regulation, or fear of regulation. My bad. And then what else? Hong Kong arrest. Okay, China says U.S. flip flops all the time amid NYSE reversals. Yeah, that's actually pretty true. I don't disagree with China there. Will super rich families want more hedge funds? Wait, what? Why? Okay, Bitcoin 35,000. Why is that a shocker? It's probably going to be at 50 by the end of this, like today or something. SPX, we spoke about this multiple times. You know, investment banks doing really good because of SPX, adding billions of dollars to their bottom line. Okay. And then also, let's have a look here. What else? Treasury here, same thing. Facebook, America, what to watch when the market's open today. I would say Facebook is probably going to be on the hook for downside pressure here. I'm not really sure if it will, but oh my god, look at that. Whew. Facebook down 2.7% today pre-market. It's finally happening, guys. We had this little descending pattern here drawn, and we are already here now. So in case you guys are wondering, we had this thing drawn, right? And now we kind of went like this, and now we're already here. So a little bit more to go before we hit our target right here. This is where our target was in the demand zone. And then this should be, you know, as you can see over here, this was our target from before. I don't change any of these lines. You guys know it. So yeah, it's pretty interesting for sure. You know, a lot of these things were pointing down. We didn't exactly understand why, but you know, these are the things. Sometimes technical analysis helps you to see things that you don't, and which is also great, right? Cool. What else? Emerging tech, weights of select sectors, S&P 500. Okay, tech is obviously leading emerging markets. Europe. Okay, industrials. CoinDesk buys something. Okay, cool. That's basically all there is on the headlines. Headlines are spiting fear, I want to say. They aren't blatantly saying to sell, but they aren't blatantly saying to buy neither. So the headlines are very fear-mongering. That's what I would say. So you can see Tesla's up 3% today again at 762. And I think Tesla's up versus all the rest of the tech companies because EV companies are slated to be the ones favored, right? I wouldn't be surprised if NIO is somewhat up as well as a sympathy play. Let's go have a look. Is NIO up pre-market? Yeah, yep, NIO is up pre-market, a couple of dollars. Remember, NIO day is coming up. It's about 1.58% up. Our target for NIO was up here. Remember, we have been calling NIO out for how many days now? For 2 whole weeks, okay, on the live stream. If you have been following this live stream, you would have made money on NIO because we have been calling this ever since NIO broke out of this literally this part right here. We have been calling NIO since this part, okay? And we called it when it went up and then came down, and I said this is another opportunity to buy, and again rallied again. So if you didn't trade this, you have yourself to blame, no one else, okay? We have literally played this trade to the T this time. We have played it to the T with NIO because we saw this coming a long time ago with NIO day coming, and then the hype, and then the breakout, and then this descending wedge pattern with a nice little catalyst, okay? So NIO was one of the probably the most accurate plays we've done in weeks, all right? And you guys know this. The ones who, the real ones who've been here, you know I'm not bullshitting you. You know that it's true, okay? You know that it's true. If you have been a loyal EGA tribe member and you have been watching this stream for a longest time, you know I'm not talking shit. You know that I am talking the truth right now because we have been calling this out for a long time, okay? And NVIDIA too, you know, we had spoken about how NVIDIA was in a down correction for the longest time, remember? When NVIDIA was here and now it's starting to peak out again, right? This was another one, and now pre-market's down big time again. We're possibly see a possible opportunity here to get in long again. You know, all of these little dips that we see are nice little opportunities to play all these dips to the upside. You know, we got that correction spot on from Monday. Literally on Monday's live stream, I said, guys, hedge your portfolio. If you guys don't believe me, maybe maybe I should just go and replay that live stream right now so that you guys can hear exactly what I said. I don't know if you believe me, but maybe you should go watch Monday's live stream. If you don't believe me, go watch it. I did say, guys, I'm usually about 1 or 2 weeks too early with this, but you guys should probably start hedging your portfolio here and taking your profits off the table. Did I or did I not say that? I said that. And then what happened? Meow. Right? We had a huge correction. And then now we're seeing signs of the upward trend forming again. So we'll see what happens. This week is still not over. Remember, tread very lightly this week. We have a lot of news still coming out. Also, not positive this morning here with the non-farm employment change. was worse than expected here at minus 123,000. The forecast was 88,000. This is actually supposed to be high impact news. What does this actually measure? Actually, I have this on my weekly report. So let me pull that up real quick. If you're part of the Discord, you get the weekly report as well. And we'll talk about this as well. So non-farm payrolls measures the change in the number of people employed during the previous month, excluding the farming industry. Job creation is the foremost indicator of consumer spending, which accounts for major economic activity. So that's something you should watch. Our snipe list is now live and ready. And, you know, obviously we had ANPH on there, but now it's already gone. So it is what it is. Can't really do much about it. Snipe list is up and ready for those people who are part of the Discord community. Enjoy. And we'll be trading the snipe list today together as a team. It's going to be a live trading session day, so make sure that you guys, if you want to be a part of the live trading sessions, join the Discord community. You won't be disappointed. Okay. Sorry, just give me a second here. Cool. All right. Alrighty. So let's have a look here at pre-market movers. Energy up big time. Financials up big time. Why did we not see this coming? Of course we saw it coming. We've been talking about this for weeks now. The rotation between energy and financials, because they were the two worst performing sectors last year. And this year they will be, mark my words, the best performing sectors, because they have a lot of catch up to do. And remember, when they have a lot of catch up to do, what happens? Let's say this is the norm for something, and this is supposed to be overvalued and this is undervalued. What happens to the market? If something is below and it's undervalued, the market tends to push it to overvalued. It doesn't just go to norm. That's not how the market works. The market never is rational. If it was rational, it would value it here. This is a rational valuation of something, right? This is the normal valuation of something. But it always goes into a exuberance mode. Remember, exuberance, this is a common keyword in the markets, right? Irrational exuberance. Coined by Robert Shiller. If you don't know who he is, look him up, follow him. He's an awesome guy. He is a Nobel laureate. He is the proponent of the efficient markets hypothesis with Eugene Fama. You got to know these people, important people in our industry, in our sector, in our, world of academia. You got to be on top of that stuff, okay? Now, okay, so that's good. Insiders, let's see. Do we have any insiders? Top 500 here. Let's see. Oops, sorry. Wrong one. Top 500 right here. Okay, yesterday we had some, let's see, 444. On the 4th, ADP, okay. ADP. Okay, lots of ADP sells. What's ADP trading at? Lots of, what did they get these sells for? What price did they get it at? Wow, 175. Damn, son. Are you kidding me? Wow, they sold right before the... Wow. Okay, then. All right, then. I see you. What happened with ADP? Nothing? No news? Just dropped randomly? Okay, then. I see. I guess their selling cost... How many shares did they drop? Well, this guy sold 30% of his shares. This guy sold 40% of his shares. That's not a lot. No, that's not a lot. Wow, interesting. Okay, we need to find out what happened and why they sold these shares. I'll find out and I'll let you guys know. But I need to do a bit of digging here. Square CFO sold about 2% of his shares, and Fidelity guy sold almost 20% of his shares. He still has a lot though, so that's okay. Okay then, cool. Treasury rates. The 10-year Treasury rate is now almost at, I think today it's at almost 1%. And so 100 basis points there. We need to see how this continues, the situation. Treasury rates going up means the price of bonds coming down. The price of bond coming down means demand for bonds continue to be weak. The demand for bonds right now are purely speculatively being held by the value of the US dollar. DXY, which is the US dollar index, is tracking the US dollar. You can have a look at this in your free time. And the dollar continues to plummet. Why? Because interest rates are artificially being held low, and the Fed has promised that interest rates will remain low. So I would say that this year would probably end up being a very, very inflation-fueled year for all risk-on assets until things change, until something happens, okay? And so DXY is going to continue to creep down here until and unless we see a big, like some kind of catalyst to push us up. And then once the dollar starts to get more expensive, then people start to pivot out of equities and out of risk assets into riskless assets, because then it becomes more attractive to hold a dollar in other kinds of denominations, right? If you were using dollar to buy bonds and the value of dollar is going down, why the heck would you buy bonds with it, right? Why wouldn't you just use the dollar to buy stocks, because you get a higher return? You see what I'm saying? So that's the reason why bonds are, doing that. According to MarketWatch, ADP dropped because of job loss numbers from December. No, that's ADP. That's a different ADP. That's this ADP. That's ADP non-farm informal the ADP non-farm employment change. That's the National Environment Report. That's a different thing. ADP is actually the stock ADP, which is automatic data processing. So this is a different company altogether. They do data processing services. I think it's the guys that do payroll and stuff. That's the company I'm talking about. Okay. Apart from that, okay, let's see. Naked brand, whatever this is. Nope. Aurora Cannabis. Pot stock's doing really extremely hot this morning. This is the reason why I love this tweet flow channel, because they call out these things before it happens. So on our tweet flow channel, we have a bunch of these things. I love these reports that they put out over here. Some of the stuff here is really gold, in my opinion. Like this right here, cannabis report for Bank of America Global Research, poised for legal growth, and you can read this entire report, whatever that you want from here. All posted here for your reading pleasure. I love this stuff because it just it's everything's so localized in one place on the way that I've created this Discord, and it took me a lot of time to create the Discord and have everything so organized, and so I'm really happy with the way that it's turned out, to be honest. Okay, let's have a look here. Market Watch. Change Healthcare up 35%. First Solar, Enphase Energy 5% up. Let's see. Okay, Vulcan. Okay. Cool. I'll get to Amazon valuation in a second. Okay. Let me answer some of these questions on the live stream. You're awesome, T Neo Gang. Thank you very much, Radu Lee. Yes, sir. Spot on, Neo. What's up, the Black Korean? Welcome in, man. According to market, okay. What's your opinion on making place in a company that's earnings reports coming out this week? Have some contracts on LNDC in the report after hours today. Any company that you play for earnings is going to be a coin flip, literally. You can never predict earnings reports. The company could be an awesome company, have positive EPS, positive, I don't know, forecast, guidance, everything, and then still sell off because the CFO said something on the earnings report or the earnings call. Earning reports are pure gambles, guys. Until unless you have insider information, you're literally gambling, okay? And it's not a bad thing. If you want to gamble, just gamble responsibly. Use spreads. Don't use full-on naked options. That's what I would do. Just gamble responsibly, Okay, no questions. Let's see. What was I going to say? I was going to say a couple things. I don't know what I was going to say, though. Okay, yeah. So forecast for what should we be looking at now, Okay, personally, I still think that we are bearish, okay, personally. Just because we're staying below the moving averages, okay, and we haven't yet crossed above. So my opinion is that we're still remaining bearish to the downside. And when I say bearish, I don't mean that we're going down, like 10% correction. I just mean that we'll still remain within this range. And I mentioned this sometime last live stream. I said, we may go consolidating for a while here, okay? And there's a chance that we may extend to the downside for a little bit, like a downside correction of some sort. maybe within this 61.8 correction range or something. Actually, hold on, I need to redraw this Fibonacci retrace, this extension here, because this is no longer valid. So this is going to be okay. So now we have our fib, which is going to actually start from here, and our swing low here. So we're actually going to take this swing here. This is a long fib over here. We're going to correct this right here. Okay. Now, this would obviously be the point of defense. Like last line of defense is 61.8 here. This would be like the level at which I would say, bounce and this and this and this kind of level here. Consolidation for a while. There's a possibility. How do I search for the Discord? Albert, if you look in the pinned post on the channel, the pinned post in the chat, you'll be able to see it. Why does my stream say an error has occurred? Is the stream working, guys? Anybody in the chat, can you confirm that the stream is live? For some reason, it says that an error has occurred. Interesting. Okay, let me refresh my page. Hold up. Okay, cool. Got it. All right. I'm not sure why it says that on mine. All right, cool. It's working now. All right. Whoever was asking about the Discord access, look on the pinned post on this chat. That's the webpage to go sign up for the Discord. And yeah, okay, cool. For sure. So yeah, for the S&P 500 here, I see a slight correction possible to the 61.8. Definitely can't predict where we're gonna exactly go. Actually, I kind of want to look on this. I kind of want to look at this on TradingView, just so I can look at it from this perspective here. So this is the exact level that I'm talking about here. Okay, and remember, I don't take these drawings away. Okay, so I'm gonna leave all of these drawings here and make sure that the only thing that I want to change right here is the fib over here. We want to change this fib now. So we're going to make an amendment to this fib. This is now the high here, and we're going to take it to the swing here, this point right here. Okay. Right there. Boom. Oop. Right there. Okay. Now, this is ideally the spot at which we want to target for a correction. The 23.6 here. Okay. Now there's a couple reasons why. This was the previous dual zone right here. If you can see, I'm gonna actually make it a different color so that you guys can see it. The green zone, or the white zone that I'm gonna make it now. This is a dual zone, and all of you who have taken the Everyday Growth Advisors mentorship course, you will know what I'm talking about. This is a previous resistance that turns support, and now is gonna be the next level of support for when the market comes down, if it chooses to come down. So you're looking at almost a, how many percent? So I'm going to put a target here, okay, and this will be our target. Remember, I don't move these things. I'm going to leave it here so that we can come back and periodically look at this, okay, and we'll forecast it from here. All right, so we are here. Move this away real quick. So we are right here, and we're going to forecast this down to here, right? We're looking at a 4% correction in all. If a correction does occur, we're looking at a 4% correction, okay, to the downside. And then, I say, correction, and then wave this way, consolidation for a while. That's what I'm thinking for the entire month of January, February kind of thing. I think we're going to a sideways consolidation while we have a reallocation within sectors. There are going to be sector rotations coming, guys, because now Democrats win the Senate. There are going to be a lot of changes in investor sentiment. Remember, there's going to be a lot of money moving around. They're going to be helter-skeltering, right? Once the Democrats win Senate, they can pass any bills they want. So you should be looking at all of the pro-Democrat kinds of wins that are possible. And I'm going to do an analysis for you guys, perhaps on Friday's live stream, to highlight all of the possible plays that you can make now that a Democrat House and Congress and Senate is in play. Okay, I'll do that for you guys. I'll summarize it and I'll bring it on Friday's live stream for you guys to review and kind of have as a cheat sheet. Okay, because we should be aware of these things during these sector rotations. Okay, now what I do like as a prospect here, remember guys, what you really want to be looking at during times like this is consumer defensive. Okay, this is your stable stocks. These here, your Walmart, your Costco, your Home Depot, your Coca-Cola, your PepsiCo, Triple M, your Target, your all of these, Kraft Heinz, PG, Procter & Gamble, your beverages, all of these are the ones you have to look at right now, okay? Stop looking at tech, stop looking at all the rest of the stuff that you're used to trading, all right? You should be looking at stable stocks right now because this is what will rally in the short term as the market goes through a sector rotation, all right? That's my view of things. Now, if you want to see some possible, let me save the chart real quick. So Target over here, if you look at it, look at where it is. It's at a verge of breakout here. Look at where Target is. Verge of breakout to all-time high, okay? This is something that can go FOMO Momo. In fact, look at this. We actually projected Target to go up here, and we've already hit our target. Our target hit our target. Wordplay. So this projection now, if we don't get a breakout here, then we're gonna, come down here for a little bit and play a little bit of game of, tick-tock. And this makes sense because look, we have that impulsive wave up, the corrective wave, we have another impulsive wave. We need this corrective wave down. The corrective wave needs to come down at least to this level here at 177. So do not chase Target here. Absolutely do not be buying in right now. Wait for the corrective wave to come down. Absolutely, probably within this 167, 165. I want to say, hold on real quick. Let me just make some amendments here so that we know what we're talking about here. So, okay, so we have this now already. We have this right here. So we're going to do a fib retracement here. And this is the swing low. So we're looking at a possible retest of this level right here. Okay. This is the level of retest that we're looking at. All right. So a move down here is possible and probably gonna happen. All right. So target down to here. That's what we want to do. Okay. I'll leave this here. I'll save the chart layout so we can revisit this another time. Okay. Now the ones that are gonna have some trouble are gonna be tech. But however, I want to show you guys something that's part of our watch list or our snipe list. Apple is in a very nice megaphone pattern. I don't know if you guys seen this, but you know what? Maybe today when it opens up, it might amend or it might change or something might happen. But I see a very nice, setup here for a megaphone pattern and a possible parabolic move ahead of its earnings. Okay, its earnings are coming out on the 2nd of February. Okay, and I see a very nice possible parabolic Elliott wave possibly forming. Obviously this is not going to happen, but I just drew it in there for funsies. Okay, I'm not an Elliott theorist to be honest, but then I like to draw these things to just mess with myself sometimes, because sometimes when it comes true, it feels nice. But obviously I'm not stroking my ego. I just do this for the funsies. Okay, so I'm not saying in any way this is the trajectory that I expected to go. I just like to draw this like kind of a ghost feet projection to see if this will actually take place. All right. So Apple's kind of like in this very nice megaphone pattern, and I think that there's a high chance that it can, if it finds a nice break above this level here, you'll see it really nicely accumulate some momentum to make this move up. Okay. Cool. What else? Let's see. When will it be time to get into 10 ETF? Should I wait for minor correction? 10. What did this? Solar? I mean, yeah, you should definitely wait for a correction for sure. For sure, you should wait for a correction. I think at 111 here, it's obviously it's already broken into this high part here, but I guarantee you it's gonna keep running though. So yes, wait for a correction. You already missed the rally, man. This is like you're at this point, it's like a vulture picking at dead carcass. The run has already happened. The time to buy 10 was here after this first rally, but then nobody bought it here, and then now it's made its run, and now you want to purchase it here. It doesn't make sense. I wouldn't recommend it. Thinking of getting into a short position on Netflix today. Do you still see room to the downside? Let's have a look. Netflix. Netflix, yes, I see much downside. I see some downside. Absolutely. I think it's the possible to the downside over here, but not like extreme downside. And if you ask me, the risk to reward ratio here to the downside is very slim here. You're taking on all of this risk to get this much reward. Doesn't make sense to me. It's in a very awkward position where it's equidistant from the risk and the reward on either side. This is now officially a marinade. Don't take this trade. I don't recommend it. Until unless you see the bounce on the demand zone over here, you see a nice bounce and you want to play this to the upside, you play this as a swing to the upside, that will be a different thing. You know, you have this Netflix is going to open up here already. So it doesn't have much downside. What are you actually playing? You're playing this much of move. What is that? Literally what? $7? Are you really going to take that much risk on for $7? This is the risk you're taking on for a rally, okay? So if out of a sudden something happens and you rally, you're taking on this much risk to get this much reward. Is that worth it? Probably not. Logically, it doesn't make sense. What you would rather do is wait, let this marinate, let it come down, let it test this demand zone over here. Does it break this demand zone? If it breaks the demand zone and then it breaks violently, come up here, wait for the retest of this demand zone. Make sure it doesn't go back into it. If it doesn't and it rejects it, then you enter this trade right here. This is your entry for the Netflix play. This is why you got to join the Everyday Growth Advisors mentorship course, because this is the stuff we teach you, okay? I'm telling you. Okay, I hope that helps you, Kwesi. T, would you suggest to buy Apple and Amazon this pullback coming for big tech? You know what? I was thinking about that, London. Not sure how far this GA voting will pull back big tech. The thing is, I actually would like to see it where it goes, though, you know? I actually want to really see where this goes. Like, I do like Amazon purchase at this point here. And I'm about to go through Amazon's intrinsic valuation right now, so I hope that you guys are like grabbing onto your seats, because to be honest, this is gonna shock you guys. Okay, Amazon is super undervalued at this price, but then I also want it to go further down so I can get it at an even cheaper price. Okay, so let's go through the Amazon valuation now so that we have time to cover it. All right. Give me 1 second. Okay, sorry. All right, I have to just take care of something there. Okay. Let's see. T, would you suggest? Okay, not sure. Okay, Discord link pinned at the top of the chat. Yes, thank you, Shuri. Thank you very much for saying that. Potential setups bought in the Discord was fire yesterday. Absolutely. Help grow the tribe. Smash the like button. Yes, please, guys. If you're here and you enjoy the stream and you enjoy all that I have to offer, make sure you smash the like button. We really want this tribe to get bigger, and we really do see the potential of this group getting to a really nice level. So, go ahead, smash the like button for us if you really want to support Everyday Growth Advisors. Of course, if you also want to donate, you want to, show some love, you can do so. But, we don't expect those things. Just show up and smash the like button. That's all I really care. Would want you to help me out with, because that's what helps recommend the stream to other people. Okay. Hello, thoughts on T. Also, how can I learn to make this analysis? Mr. Cham, we hold mentorship courses. If you go to learncompoundgrow.com, right now our current course is closed for registration. We're gonna have a course that will be opening up next month again for the beginners course. I'm gonna amend this a little later so that you guys can have a look at it and see when the next course is gonna be. The next course that's gonna come out is gonna be the intermediate course, which is gonna start on the 18th of January. The intermediate course curriculum is up here. You can go to learncompoundgrow.com/courses, or if you want to be a part of our Discord community where we do live trading sessions every single day, click on the link in the pin on the chat and join our Discord community where we do this on a daily basis, and you can see me break down tickers in live, in real time. And so that you can see the play-by-play on how we do these things during the trading day. We don't give you signals, we teach you how to find them, because we believe in the value of teaching people, not giving people signals. We don't want to be a Discord community that is like, oh, come join our Discord community. We give you fire signals and we will give you a million things to follow and a million channels to look at information, because that's not what we do. We put it together in a nice palatable way so that you can understand what you're looking at. That's our focus. Okay. Okay, so we did this. All right, let's go through Amazon's valuation right now, guys. So there are a couple of things that you need to know about Amazon. Everybody knows Amazon as a company. I'm not going to waste my time to go through where its revenue streams are. If you're interested about that, here is a quick snapshot. Note to financials. It was segment information. Here you go. So here is Amazon's segments broken down into where their revenues come from. Okay, let me change this to black for now. Okay, so North America has brought in a total of, okay, sorry, let's actually look at net sales here. This is where the revenues are. So here you go. Right here, this is what you should be looking at right now. Oh, I thought it was black. Oh wait, it is black. Oh wait, am I tripping? Oh, it's not black. Oops, did I choose brown? Yo, my glasses, I bought these new glasses. They're supposed to block blue light, and for some reason I thought I was tripping, man. Okay, never mind. I got it. It's black now. It's black. There we go. This is black. Yes, this is black. Okay, this is, pay your attention to here for a second, ladies and gentlemen, as I break down Amazon for you as a ticker and give you the intrinsic valuation for our fundamental Wednesday. So that's my circus voice, by the way. If someone's willing to loan me some tigers, I can definitely hold a circus. So net sales, online stores, 3 months ended September 30th. We have 2019, 2020 over here. Online stores here, you can look, and then physical stores. So this is how much their sales have grown over this period of time. Okay, from 69 billion to 96 billion in the 9 months ended in this year, which means so far trailing 12 months. They have 193 billion and 260 billion. Okay, this is in millions. So 260,000 millions is 260 billion. Okay, so that's a lot of moolah that Amazon generates in terms of revenue. Okay, this is a consolidated statement. All right, that's in case you want to know where their revenues come from. This is where it's broken down from. AWS, the behemoth that it is, churns 25 billion last year, and this year, the trailing 12 months, it's churned. Sorry. In 2020, the trailing 9 months ended September, it was at 32 billion. Okay, and you can see what percentage of the total revenue that is. That is already past 10%. It's almost like, I want to say 15%. Okay, that's just for your FYI. All right. Now, financial statements wise, let's have a look at their balance sheets. Let's make this bigger so you can have a look at it. So, fundamental value wise, this company is awesome, right? The only thing that really annoys me is the fact that their net margins are so slim. But you know what? It doesn't really matter. This company is growing revenues at a really great rate. Its cash flow from operations is growing at a steady rate. It has conservative debt. But then you have to take note of one thing that I found, which I'll get to in a second. It's able to repay its interest on time. And however, this year, there is some interest payments coming that you have to be careful. Like, we have to keep this in our heads, because this is something that you will not be able to, how do you say, you can't know this stuff unless you go pouring into their statements. Okay, and this is literally what I do for a living. So, my job is literally to go through these things and make sure that I'm reading all the fine print, and then I bring it to you guys and I show you. You literally come to this live stream to learn every day from somebody who's doing the work for you. So, I mean, if you don't like that, I don't know what you must not like a lot of things in this life. Like, I don't know, honeycombs and brie cheese and elderflower liqueur and whiskey. Sorry, my brain, I was drifting off there. I'm thinking of all the things suddenly that I want. Okay, sorry. Cash and cash equivalents looking good. Lots of cash in the bank, 30 billion. Marketable securities, this is cash that they can convert. Okay, so you can see how they have been putting a lot of the money away into marketable securities. What are marketable securities? These are generally held in treasury bonds or cash equivalents. What are cash equivalents? money market funds, anything that is very liquid. Okay, that's what marketable securities are. That's liquid assets that can be converted in terms of liquidity pretty fairly easy. Okay, that's what we call marketable securities. Inventory here looking pretty decent. We don't want this number to be too high. Okay, too high of an inventory means no good. Accounts receivable also looking okay. And so total current assets at 112 billion, and obviously this will balance out with the liabilities and the stockholders' equity here, right? Together when you put in all of these rest of these things, property, plant, equipment. Now look at this right here. So property, plant, and equipment has gone up by almost 20 billion. So they've been investing a lot of money. Okay, operating leases has been going up by quite a bit. Goodwill, which is okay. Goodwill is like, you can say things that they are, it's not exactly giving out for free, but this is things that they're paying premium on. Okay, and then other assets, this must be other things that they own, and then total assets, this is going to balance out with this right here on the bottom. Okay, so this is the summation of all of this, and then this is a summation of all of this. Okay, what's important to note here is their long-term debt, which is increased slightly. Okay, and other long-term liabilities and long-term lease liabilities. Okay, so on the liability side of things, you can see that Amazon is investing a lot into long-term initiatives. In fact, this has increased by almost, how much? I want to say, what, 50%? Yeah, 50%. Yeah, this has increased by 50%, almost less than 50%. Let's say 30-40%. Okay, 30-40% for the long-term debt. Now, where did that come from? I'm about to show you in a second. Okay. And then additional paid in capital here, and stockholders' equity has increased. So that's actually not too bad as well. Okay, great. That's your financial statement. In terms of financial statements, you're doing okay as a business. I would say this is a great business to own. Okay. Cash flow from statement of operations. Here's the statement of operations. We don't need to really look at this. Cash flows is better to look at. This is what I like to look at more than anything. 12 months ended. This is the column that you should focus on. I just look at the 12 months. It's just much easier. Let's not look at the short term. Let's look at the long term, right? Between last year and the year before, right? How did they perform? Cash equivalents, net income increasing, depreciation, amortization increasing, stock-based compensation increasing by a little bit, so that increases your dilution of the shares. Not by a lot though. This is within an acceptable limit. And then you have expense for, or income actually, other income. So that might be other income like interest income or something like that. Okay, for holding marketable securities or something like that. Deferred income taxes. Okay. Inventories are now reduced. Okay, that's good. Accounts payable, okay, this is all good. So the main thing comes here, right? Look, investing activities. So you can see from operations side, nothing really changes. This is whatever, right? But what do you really need to pay attention to is this here, investing activities. What is the company doing for the longer run, right? Purchases of property, plant, equipment almost doubled, okay, between 2019 and 2020, September end. And then also, sales of marketable securities increased. So they were hoarding more cash in lieu of a possible rainy day, which is acceptable because many businesses were doing this in the event that they needed the cash for coronavirus. Okay, so this was I guess a kind of a smart thing to do for Amazon, and they did it. Okay, and then net cash provided by investor. Okay, so that was the net cash over here. This is your summation of all of these points right here. Apart from that, financing activities, proceeds from short-term debt. Okay, and then you have repayments of short-term debt, proceeds from long-term debt. This is money coming in, okay, from selling debt to money markets. All right, so this is the thing that I want to highlight to you guys. So have a look at this after digging around a little bit. Commitments and contingencies. We have entered into non-cancelable operating and finance leases and financing obligations for equipment, office, fulfillment, sortation, delivery, data center, physical store, and renewable energy facilities. Here is their schedule for 2020, 21, 22, 23, 24, and thereafter. Okay? If you realize, this for financial lease and liabilities is nominal over here. But next year and the year after, look at this. It spikes pretty high. Okay? It spikes pretty high. So they have a lot of debt to pay down in 2021 and 2022 and 2023. It starts to taper off. All right? So this year, they actually have a lot of debt to pay down. That's the reason why they're raising cash. Okay? So you need to do digging around to understand these things. Now, obviously, not everyone digs around and finds this stuff out. It's only people like me who have an obsessive compulsive disorder that goes around digging for these things and finds it and then reports it back to you so that you know. So now that you know, make sure that you are cautious about how you deal with this company, because they have a lot of debt coming due this year, and this is an important thing to note because they will be spending down their cash to pay this debt. And how much are they exactly going to pay? They're going to pay $25 billion. All right? Cool. So a good chunk of their cash and cash equivalents, which are there right now, in their total assets, right here, 36 bill. No, well, it's not 36 bill right now. It's going to be, we'll have to see how they do for this earnings, right? And you'll see that. The 36 bill here, imagine 25 of it is going to go straight to interest payments, right? Because they have to use cash to pay it. They can't use stock to pay it, okay? So they have to either sell some of this or this to fund that interest payments. So then this cash position goes down, okay? And then all of a sudden you see a depression in assets, okay? So this is important to note. 25 billion is a big chunk for Amazon, all right? It's not a small amount of money. But these are the kinds of smoking guns that you have to find in order to be a competitive financial analyst, all right? T, do you go over this deep or fundamental analysis in any of your courses? This is awesome, really helpful. Yes, absolutely. This is part of the beginner's course. On the 4th day of the beginner's course, we do fundamental analysis of a ticker of a choice that we go through. And this is literally the things that I teach the class how to do. To find the smoking guns, where to look for, what are the things you have to look for. You know, you need to understand what to look for and where to look for. And yes, I absolutely go through these things in the beginner's course. So if you're interested to join it, join the next wave. But unfortunately, it's not going to be till the 1st of... the signups will be on the 29th of January. And then the 1st of February will be the beginner's course. Just FYI. Okay, so that is the only thing that you need to know about Amazon that I wanted to cover. Apart from that, all this stuff is quite nominal. The other thing that you might want to know about that is positive is, you remember that Amazon Pharmacy was announced, a 2-day prescription delivery after the purchase and the acquisition in 2008 of the company called PillPack, okay, and Haven Healthcare, all right, which is a partnership between Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, and JP Morgan Chase, and then Amazon Halo, which is a healthcare monitoring system. So they are trying to penetrate the healthcare sector as well, which is something that you should know. Wave 9 alumni here, awesome course. Where in the Discord do I find the live training session? The live training session is going to occur in the live broadcast channel right here. You can see people already waiting right here. I'll be there in about, well, right after this live stream ends. I'm going to be on there. So if you want to talk to me, you can go chill over there while I go check it out, while I end the stream over here in a little bit. Okay, so coming down to the valuation now. Honestly, not much here. Another notable thing is Amazon purchases 11 aircrafts on Delta Airlines and WestJet Airlines to join Amazon Air Cargo Network in 2021 and 2022. So the expanded fleet supports Amazon's growing customer base during a time when people continue to rely on receiving items that they need. So Amazon's also really actively expanding its fleet to solve its own logistical problems. This is something that's notable, okay? Cool. That's another notable thing. And then, apart from that, I was reading this shareholder letter, which just kind of goes through a couple of things that are not really like super important, but are also important. Amazon wants to run 100% renewable by 2030, and they have purchased 100,000 fully electric vehicles from the company called Rivian. Okay. What else was there? They want to eliminate packaging waste. Okay. Apart from that, I didn't really see much here. Yeah. Okay. So, boiling down to the intrinsic valuation, I value Amazon at $3,785, representing a 17% upside. Okay. I see revenues consistently growing at 30% for the next 2 years, following by taper down 25%, 20%, 15%, 10%, and then 5%, 5%, 2%, 2% for those years to follow. This is just a kind of a assumption model that I'm using. EBITDA growing consistently between the 10 to 20% range throughout the whole time. CapEx at 7%. I'm taking a higher CapEx than usual because I'm taking into account that Amazon's going to be spending a lot more money. Working capital stays about 11.3% throughout the time, and depreciation and amortization at 7% as Amazon buys more property, plant, and equipment that requires higher depreciation. If they buy airplanes, this number is not going to be 6.4% anymore. Therefore, I'm taking a slightly higher rate of depreciation here. The tax rate at 29%. And the discount rate is much higher than majority of businesses, between the range of 10.5 and 11.5. This gives me a exit multiple of 3.1 to 4.1, which gives me a fair value of about $3,700, $3,785. So let's actually go ahead and write that down right here. Oh, much higher. And as usual, guys, I always write the intrinsic valuation here. Perfect. And we'll see how long we take to get up there. It's going to be a while, but guaranteed that we'll get there eventually. Okay. So that's that. That's the conclusion of today's stream. Awesome. We'll be following with paper money. That's awesome, dude. By the way, guys, I highly encourage you guys to trade with us with paper money. A lot of our members do it, and I don't discourage it. You should be practicing like that anyway. You shouldn't be using real money if you're not profitable. I think other Discord groups, they kind of frown upon people using paper money, but I'm telling you right now, we welcome people using paper money in our Discord. And I don't care if you post the winning trades with paper money. I think like some Discords that I've been in, they prevent people or they delete people's postings with paper money. Like, we know when you make paper money trades. We can obviously see it. You know what I mean? So don't be discouraged from joining our Discord just because you're paper trading. In fact, that's all the more reason why you should be joining, because we are a educational Discord. Okay? So with that, I leave you guys till Friday. Thank you guys for attending the live stream. Also on Friday, we'll be choosing a new ticker for next week. So make sure you come in, tune in. I look forward to seeing you guys on the Discord. For people who have not joined, make sure that you consider it. Okay? If not, I'll see you guys on Friday. Take care. Peace out. And I love you guys. See you, AGA Tribe, on Friday. Bye-bye.